What's up, guys and gals? How's everyone doing? I want to talk about something a little more positive, kind of positive. Used car prices. As I'm sure many of you know, things are extremely expensive right now. Nothing is getting cheaper. Everything's costing a lot more money. And funny enough, the vast majority of us aren't getting paid any more than we were like 3 or 4 years ago, right? So with that being said, and I'm gonna do a whole separate video on that. Actually, I would like it to be my next video. But anyway, used car prices are looking to go down. Should be going down. It's expected that they'll be going down. And that's what I want to talk about today. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about, you can't talk about used car prices or future used car prices without talking about Carvana. They were known for having these very large kind of car garages that you can go in and plug in and buy your car online and just go pick it up at a little used car garage. So I thought, cool concept, kind of this idea of like the car dealership of the future. They were supposed to be a huge threat to car dealerships around the world, and they were supposed to like change the way that we buy cars. In fact, I think that was their logo at one, or their slogan at one point, was changing the way that we buy cars. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Carvana, over the past few quarters, so each one of these segments we see here is considered a quarter. That's how financial reports are released. They're released every, I believe, 3 months in a quarter. So every 3 months, they'll go ahead and say, hey, this is how the previous 3 months have gone. So December of 2021, they released a net income of about negative $89 million, right? So a net loss. Come March of 22, negative 260. Come June, negative 238. And come September, negative 283. As I'm sure you can imagine, this has had some pretty negative effects on Carvana's future. Over the past year, 365 days, they have seen a 94% loss in stock price. So much so that they have gone from maybe an average of, I would say, like 130, 140 to an average between $5 and $10. I mean, that's a significant loss that not many companies can bounce back from. Most people understand and agree and believe that Carvana will be bankrupt soon. They're already showing pretty significant signs of bankruptcy. CEO has spoken about it before. Usually in business, that's not something you want to announce too often, too loudly. Try to keep that to yourself. You don't want people to freak out and drop the stock even lower. And so you'll just keep that on the hush-hush. But it's pretty clear that Carvana's facing some significant issues that they weren't facing before. Carvana has a stock of about 70,000 vehicles at the moment. Now, that's a lot of vehicles. Carvana, over the past few years, you guys, I'm sure, have heard, oh, there's a chip shortage, right? Well, there's a huge chip shortage, and there was. The key word there is there was. Now, Carvana banked big on that. What Carvana ended up doing was they bought a ton of vehicles at absurd prices, thinking, oh, the prices are only going to go up, right? A very common thought process back in 2020, 2021 was that prices can only go up. Unfortunately, Carvana was very, very wrong about that. As of recent, Carvana is tanking, right? So with that, there are going to be two groups of people that benefit, right? This is how it relates to you and I and the people around us. So used car dealers, number one, elated. They are pumped. They are super happy to see this because Carvana, for a long time, they were seen as like the killer of the local dealership. They were supposed to put them out of business. They were supposed to be changing the game. They were supposed to be mapping what car sales would look like for the rest of our lives. In number two, for us, this means lower used car prices. Keyword there is used car. So if you're in the market for a used car in the near future, I would say the next 1 or 2 years, you should expect to see a decrease in price, which is great for us, right? Times are tough. The economy's tough. Everything is tough. I don't know anyone who's doing stupid amazing over the past few months, maybe 6 months. So I want to talk a little bit more about what we had mentioned briefly earlier, this idea of a chip shortage. Recently, my family ended up getting in a car accident. We ended up totaling our car. Now, of course, the payment for our car reflected poorly. And when we go to the dealerships, the price that they want for these used vehicles is absurd. They're asking for, I don't know, $3,000 to $6,000 more than what the car is actually worth, than what they're blue booking and what the Edmunds is saying that they're actually worth. And every time I'd ask why, I'd always get the same response. Well, there's a chip shortage. First things first, the chip shortage kind of scheme was an issue. It is not so much an issue anymore. It's not a huge burden at the moment. Used car prices are dropping. People buying used cars is slowing down. There's a huge slump in the number of people buying used cars. And so whenever a dealership tells you, hey, we're pricing this $5,000 over market price because there's a chip shortage, they're full of crud, right? Don't fall for it. I imagine they're going to try to ride that horse until that horse's back is broken and the horse is on death's bed, because that's what dealerships do, right? Their interest is making money. They want you to pay as much as you can for the car. It's common sense that they're going to try to jack that price up and hold on to any excuse that they possibly can to keep that price up. CNN Business reported recently in January that they've seen the biggest 12-month plunge in prices for used cars since 2009, when General Motors and Chrysler both declared bankruptcy. So if you're in the market for a used car, this is great news for you. You can expect to see car prices drop over the next few months, which is a huge deal for me because I don't have tens and tens and, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 just to throw out at a car, at a used car. And sadly, it is what dealerships are still asking for. I mean, that's great news for people like us, for people like you and I. And I don't know, my goal here today was to bring you some more positive financial news, because my next video is going to be about kind of, the struggle that we're dealing with. We're all aware of it. Everyone, I'm pretty sure, is aware that finances recently have only gotten harder and harder to deal with. The price of housing is supposed to be dropping. I haven't seen that happening in my area. I've only seen the prices going up. I think a lot of people are still riding on the kind of the economy, the market bubble of 2021, 2022, where prices were just skyrocketing and everything was increasing in price. And as of recent, we're seeing a huge slowdown in the economy. We're seeing a lot of jobs, a lot of companies, big tech companies that are laying off a lot of people. And just did a video about that, by the way. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. I'm pretty sure it came out really good. I was excited about that one. But yeah, that's all I've got. I just wanted to bring some more positive news, and that's it. One more thing. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. You guys I'm like a pretty new channel. I'm only a month into this kind of stuff, and you guys have been very supportive, super nice, liking my videos, throwing me subs. That's super cool. I appreciate the support. It makes me very happy. It's very encouraging. And I don't know, I plan to do more videos like this soon. I hope that's good news to you guys. It's great news to me. I love this format. I love kind of being able to talk to you guys using my face. I've had some other videos in the past that did real well without using my face, and I just enjoy being able to see my face, see your face. So yeah, I appreciate your guys' support. I hope you all have a great day. It's February now, so I guess I'll stop saying I hope you have a great new year, even though I still hope you do. And I suppose I will see you guys again soon. Later.